poached egg on toast? A poached egg is where you crack it into simmering water and then you let it cook until, and the yolk is usually runny, and then you put it on a piece of toast and you can push the yolk and it drips over your toast. Maria still hasn't given up on the bedazzling. Another lip gloss or another chapstick lid bedazzled here. This is the Dionysus. If you guys haven't ever tried these are really great chapsticks. Yeah, they're good. We get them at Ace Hardware. That's where I get them anyway. And look at that, it's so cute. It is Saturday morning, and it's not morning. It is. It's technically morning. It's before noon. We've just been kind of doing a house tidy up here this morning, and well, if you were here, let's see, I don't know how these vlogs are going to get edited and everything, but yesterday we took the boat out, stopped at some friends, stayed probably a little longer than what we expected, then a storm blew in and we ended up having to get the boat back to the boat launch, which this lake has like 2 portions to the lake, and then it's there's a canal, I think that's what they call it, the canal, and it is, I need to get I think I'll just do regular sunglasses. And the canal is very long and it's no wake speed, so you have to go very slow. And it was a torrential downpour, thundering, lightning. It was not, it wasn't, anyway, it turned into something that we didn't expect. So we've been talking that our first 2 like family little outings for the summer, right? We had the bike trip and now we had the boat trip, and they both turned out a little bit on the wild side. It was a little wild for us. Okay, Warren was going to take Joe and I for a UTV ride because he wants to do like a Marsh check. So even on the weekends, he might not be doing work per se, like, you know, he might not be fertilizing or he might not be doing something like that, but still always checking the marsh. Now I feel like I hear, I hear the UTV going slowly, which would make sense because he goes slow along the beds on both sides, so you get the sun angle from both directions. He's looking at the hooks, looking at if there's any blossoms out there already. We should have the first few blossoms. There should be a few blossoms out there now. Last night when we got home, he just backed the boat into the garage, so now this morning pulled it out. We're getting that dry out all the life vests. I mean, everything was drenched. I had a bag with different things in it, like a book and stuff, and when we got home last night, I honestly, I just was freezing cold. I wanted to go and take a shower. I never unloaded the bag last night, and this morning, like, Maria had her purse in, literally through a thick canvas bag, through her purse, through her wallet. Her money was wet. That is how much rain was coming down. So now we have the windows down on the vehicle. Have that parked outside so that it can hopefully air out. Oh my goodness, and dry, because of course we get into the vehicle, we're all just drenched and we have to sit. I mean, we didn't have towels with us because we hadn't planned on swimming or anything like that. Okay, are they coming back for me or what? There's Peter and Maria.
There was a strawberry,
I literally just bright red strawberry.
Yeah.
I touched it and fell in my hand.
Was it
a little bit sour?
A little sour?
But if you go down there, there's a lot.
A lot of strawberries. Yeah, I've been watching them, so I would say within the next,
They're not, there are a lot. They're not all
5 days.
fully red.
I was going to say probably like 5 days. We're
Yeah.
probably going to get some strawberries. That'll be good. Have you seen Dad?
He's
Dad
on
and
the
Joe are on
UTV.
UTV.
Okay.
go.
Oh, they're coming back for me right now. Okay. Good. Be careful.
She's gonna go with you.
Where are you going?
I'll ride with you guys.
Oh, okay.
We've been riding
Hey,
for a
Joe.
while. We were gonna stop, but
Okay. Are you going to the back?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What's going on?
Just checking blooms.
See, Yeah, there was a red strawberry in the strawberry patch.
Did you eat it?
Yeah.
Was it amazing?
It was a little bit sour, but
Oh, yeah?
still pretty good. But Maria grabbed it and just like popped right off.
Nice.
But if you go down there, there's tons of green ones.
Good. You know, the fact that the sprinklers hit it, they never froze this spring.
I
Yeah.
know, that
You
was
guys
great.
ready?
Yep.
We're ready.
Mom, there's a deer inside the fence.
That's what Maria said.
So things are hooking out right now. It's still early, but you can see the flower hooks on these uprights. There's even one flower open already, but it's still early. A lot of potential here.
And these are the hooks.
Yeah, that's where the flower will open and that'll become a cranberry after it's pollinated.
So like on this one, you know, you can see there's usually around, oh, that one has like 5 hooks, that one has 4 hooks, that one has 5 hooks. So there's like hooks on each upright.
Right. And usually half your uprights are vegetative and half are fruiting. So like I said, there's a lot of potential here. It's a long way till harvest, but it looks good. That pink hue those are the flower hooks. So I'm optimistic. Hopefully the market will improve. Market's been kind of tough. There's just a scattering of bloom opening, but they look really strong. It's like the year of the high red, maybe. I don't want to jinx myself, but definitely optimistic. Giant wolf. Look at that track.
It is giant.
I mean, that's got to be 6 inches by at least 4 inches. God, that is a big wolf. And look
Yeah.
at the length of his gait.
Yeah, and here's the next one.
Yeah. That is a giant.
Yeah, there are tracks everywhere over here.
Turkey tracks, deer tracks.
Wolf tracks.
Yeah. Wow.
Well, that was a lot of fun. Okay, we're back in. It is time to make some lunch. This is what I have. We have bread and turkey, and I have a little leftover chicken noodle casserole, and we have some berries, and some instant mashed potatoes left over, and some lunch meat, and just a bunch of stuff. So I'm toasting up some bread here, making a sandwich for Warren and Joe. Maria's making herself. She's using the last hamburger bun. Got out some pork chops. We're just gonna do some pork chops. All right, well, it's already time to make some supper. It's 5 after 6 here already. What knife am I looking for? This one will, no, that's not the one I wanted to. Sometimes these get put back in funny places. That's the one. We are going to do some pork chops. I have some boneless pork chops. I was going to say boneless, skinless. I hope they're skinless, huh? We're going to do these pork chops. We have 6 of them because I thought everyone was going to be home, and then very quickly life changes. It's like that when you have, I mean, Maria's not a teenager yet, but it is just like that when you have kids of that age. I have never done, I don't think, apples. Maybe I have. I don't know. I've never done, that I can remember, apples and pork chops. So we're gonna make these out on the Blackstone. So I am going to make some fried apples and fried onions. I have a friend, one of her favorite meals her husband will make her, if I understand it correctly, It's just fried apples and onions. That all I'm going to do is put some butter down on the Blackstone and just let these go. Let's chew off that last little bit of apple, huh? He is working on flooring for our ice house. He did a lot of flooring over the winter, and then just life. Cranberry, Marsh, and just all the things. So anyway, he's been trying to get back at it. For weeks he's been trying. And finally today he was just like, I'm doing it. Right? You get to that point. You're like, nothing is going to get in my way. We're also going to do some black olives. For the pork chops, I'm seasoning both sides with salt and pepper. And then I have some onion powder here. And just lightly. I don't want these to be over seasoned, but you know, you want some flavor too, right? Right. A little bit of onion powder. Right, Joe says. He says, right. A little. Whoops. Okay. Well, that one's going to be a little heavy on the garlic. Light garlic.
Ew.
You don't like garlic, Joe?
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Okay. And then we're going to put on a little bit of rosemary. We'll just kind of... For the apples and onions, I'm going to put down just a drizzle of the olive oil and then the butter. Let that start melting. And I'm going to just put the onion right on top of it. We're going to put the apple right on top of it. Thanks. That's what you want?
I want a little caramelized barbecue sauce on my pork chop.
Yes. And so we do what Blackstone does not recommend, right?
Exactly.
We use the cover as a cover.
We do it our own way.
Yeah.
Hey,
that's what we do.
every rule is meant to be adjusted.
Exactly. So we did just half of them with barbecue sauce and half without. And they look amazing. Absolutely amazing.
All right, so it's just the three of us tonight. Mom and Dad and Joe. We have...
You got me reprimanding Joe.
That's all right. So we have pork chops. We have potato salad, black olives. It's a hot summer day in early June.
And it looks amazing. Absolutely amazing. I'm going for the apples and onions.
Oh, absolutely.
I just don't think I've done that before, but it looks so good. Joe, you have a lot of commentary to add tonight, don't you?
No.
There's supper.
Yum.
Second one of the day.
Yep.
What are we doing this time?
Checking soil moisture and prepping for irrigation.
Good, Dad.
You're good?
You're good?
Oh yeah.
Hang on.
I got it. Hang on.
So pork chops with apples and onions, I think it's my new favorite thing.
It's very good.
I loved the apples and onions together. It was so good. And then Warren had put barbecue sauce on. So then I put barbecue sauce on mine after the fact too. And all of those flavors together was just amazing. Absolutely amazing. It was such a perfect like summer supper. Oh, look at this out here tonight. It's so calm.
Yep. Very nice. Well, it's clumping a little bit, which means there's some moisture there, but it's pretty dry on top. And if we don't get rain until Monday, and tomorrow's Sunday and it's going to be warm, I'm going to have to run. It'll be too
tomorrow
dry.
Morning?
I'll have to run tomorrow morning, Sunday morning, before church, because it's going to be too dry. Yeah. That top layer is very powdery. You got to go down.
Yeah, that's powdery more there than it was in this other spot,
Yeah.
huh?
It's going to be time for water in the morning. This is how it is. Okay, so now we have to turn off bed 4, bed 9, and the bottom 2.
Because some spots are wetter than others.
Some beds have heavier soil and they hold water better, which means they don't dry out as fast. And if I irrigate on those beds, then you overwater. And overwatering is just as bad as drying them out.
Mm-hmm.
So funny. What's that? Where is the floor?
Is that it?
No, got the bottom 2 yet.
You look like you're playing hopscotch. Uh-huh.
You're just a bear.
Now I gotta do this side.
Yeah, you look like you're playing hopscotch out there. It's so funny.
You're just a
Yeah, I'm all
bear.
about the comedy.
Uh-huh, I know, you love it. Time to water the apple trees tonight.
Go ahead, George, sit down.
Yep, sit back down, hon. We're just going to go over by the apple trees, okay?
Why?
To water them.
Why?
The
trees seem to be doing all right.
Yeah, they seem to be doing really well.
One little broken branch there.
I can't believe they actually have apples out of it.
I know, that's crazy. What about this? What do you think this is here? It's kind of like...
Not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. It's just on that... Oh, it's on that branch, and then it's on this one down here.
Hopefully it's not a disease.
Yeah, I hope not, too.
Could be some
Just-
type of insect.
Yeah. Just a little stress. Could be just a little stress, maybe.
Yeah, it could be.
Oh, there's a big old caterpillar over here.
There is, huh?
Yep. Look at that thing.
Where? Well, that's not good.
Right on the trunk.
Yeah.
It looked like a chewer.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, if you have chickens, you know what it's like to chase a chicken around that does not want to go in and go to roost for night. I just chased one of our young chickens around the yard trying to get, and it's just me. I didn't have anybody to help me at this time. And so I'm sitting there, it was like a 3-ring circus, chasing the chicken around. I finally got it, and I had to actually just grab her by the tail and pull on her, basically. She wasn't pleased, but she's in, and now she's much happier because she's by all her lady friends. Bread Baking Masterclass is coming. I'm going to put a link in the description box below for you guys to sign up. You'll just add your email. That way you'll get all of the notices of when the Bread Baking Masterclass is actually happening. And thank you all so much for watching. We'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.